Your first alert weather with Chief Meteorologist Brad Travis.
A very warm summer night out there. Summer just does not want to give up. Fall temperatures, they're going to start arriving a week from Sunday. So at least there's some comfort in that. But in the next few days, it's still going to be hot, just not as hot. It's 80 in the metro, 73 over in Fort Payne. You had some rain earlier, had some rain and rain-cooled air across the shoals today. Some of you actually got skipped out there. Live view here as they're putting together Pathfinder here. You saw the time lapse there. They're putting, Margot said they're putting the engines on tomorrow. So we'll have another time lapse of that maybe for you tomorrow. You can always keep tabs on that too. You can watch that, maybe watch from your classroom, things like that. You can go to our website at waff.com. You go to weather, and there's a link to all of our cameras, and they're all live all the time. You can even get them, I believe, on our weather app too. Just the green around the radar right now to show you the humidity that's out there, ground clutter. We had a late evening thunderstorm up there southeast of Fayetteville, and it produced some isolated wind damage there. Probably looks like a microburst from the radar data, but there is some damage up there. And that means don't take these storms lightly in the summertime. They had some damage down there in the Birmingham area too. Just these thunderstorms go up and then they just collapse. There's not a lot of support for them, so they can bring down trees and do wind damage like that. So if you can do some camping out there this Labor Day weekend, keep that in mind. We haven't really talked up the thunderstorm threat lately because we haven't had a whole lot of rain, but keep in mind those thunderstorms, they can get strong this time of year. Lightning is your #1 threat, and then of course a collapsing thunderstorm could produce those damaging winds. Here's what it looks like tomorrow afternoon. I think this looks like a lot better idea of what's going on than what the model had earlier. It starts to shift a little bit more to the east from where it was today, so very muggy, hit-miss showers and storms. They're going to move very slowly, and if you're tracking these on our 48 First Alert weather app, for example, say if this one here does fire up to the west of Scottsboro and it's moving to the west, doesn't necessarily mean it's going to make it all the way to Huntsville, because these have a short lifespan of about 30 minutes or so, and they move very, very slowly. So some areas will get very heavy rain while others we'll just get a cool breeze. Fort Payne looks pretty good there on the model guidance, and also southeast Huntsville, Owens Crossroads, Hampton Cove, 7 o'clock. That's about kickoff time for high school football games, so we may have some lightning issues out there in isolated areas. Weekend forecast, more of the same pretty much Saturday, Sunday. Notice the temperatures still in the 90s, but starting to drop off a bit. Overnight lows back in the 70s. Rain chances really can't take them out of the forecast anytime next week, but overall, Labor Day, Monday looks a lot lower than the rest of the days out there, so maybe some good lake weather or pool weather, or maybe you're doing some kayaking, or maybe you're just going to go out and get lost in the woods. Here's your 10-day forecast. I used to like to do that. 86 Tuesday, Wednesday 86. I'm just talking about the 80s because I'm ready for that. No Bon Jovi this time with the 80s. 85 degrees Friday, and then that secondary cold front we are watching desperately for another taste of fall.
You're on a roll tonight.
I'm
Get
trying.
Lost in the woods?
Yeah, lost in the woods.
Every first responder watching is like, please don't do that.